We thank God for giving us life, even in these difficult times of COVID-19, which is the great pandemic in our generation. I'm Livingstone from Apam Senior High. Now, I welcome you all to our channel, Prof. Livingstone History Show. Now, this channel is going to offer you certain basic historical facts, and also we learn about the history of Ghana and also Africa, and sometimes the world at large. Also, we will try and tell about how the ethnic groups in Ghana and some of the states in Ghana immigrated or originated. For our first lesson, we are going to learn about the history of the Ewes. Now, Ewes is one of the major ethnic groups in Ghana. Now, the Ewes are one of the people who are not to forget about their history, because their history is very, very comprehensive and they have a good historical background. Now, talking about the Ewes are believed to immigrate from the land of Oyo. From the land of Oyo. When you go to Nigeria, the Ewes are believed to migrate from that place, and they dwell in the southern part of Togo and the eastern part of Ghana. That is on the map of Ghana and on the map of Togo if you check. Now, after them staying at that place, they decided to move to Ketu, which was a small Yoruba town under the dynasty of Tobe Ani. After them staying there for a longer period of time, they then moved to Alu, which was in Azeme, in the small village of Mono. They stayed in Mono for a longer period of time and established a great kingdom called the Tado state. Now, the Tado state was a state which was found in ancient times between the Togo and the Benin Republic. Now, the people engaged themselves in many economic activities. Some of the economic activities are, some were farmers, some were fishermen, some were engineers, some were rearing cattle and all those stuffs. Now, after them settling at Tado, they decided to move to Tegbe. Tegbe was also in the big city of Noshe. Now, when we talk about Noshe, Noshe is at the southern part of Togo and the southeastern part of Ghana. That was Noshe. Now, at Noshe, they were under the leadership of their king at that time was Maofie the First. Now, after Maofie the First, the people called themselves the Ewe tribe. The people who settled at Noshe called themselves the Ewe tribes. Now, not too long ago, the kingdom fell into confusion and hardship when Ken Agokoli became the king after succeeding his eldest brother. Now, according to the history of the Ewes, Ken Agokoli is considered as the wicked king of the Ewe kingdom. He engaged himself in ruthless acts and always at the wrath of his chiefs and the people. Now, because he knew that the people would one day escape because of his cruel ruling, he then made Noshe a walled town. But however, the people organized themselves and escaped. After escaping, they made a home for themselves, that is, moving from the eastern side of Mono to the western side of Water, because they feared that they would be ruled by another wicked king. Now, after them settling at this place, they made themselves kings and also called themselves the Ewe tribes. Some of the tribes of the Ewes include, we have the Peki, which is in the northeastern part of Water region. We have the Anlo, which is in the southeastern part of Water region. We also have Abu, Agome, Pele, which are in the central part of Water region. And we also have Ewes, who are living in other regions. For example, the tribe of Ki and Gleze. Now, this is a brief history of the Ewes. Please try and share the page. The next time we meet, we will try and talk about the history of Ghana, the meaning of Ghana, and where the name Ghana came from. who postulated or who introduced the name Ghana, and before the name Ghana, what was the name of the present day land that we are called, is called Ghana. We will try and talk about why the name Ghana, and also after talking about this, we moved to the history of the Fantis, talk about them and talk about their political and social organization. We also talk about how they were organized in terms of military affairs, and talking about that, talk about the factors that necessitated their rise. Now please try and share the page. Let your brother know about the history of the Ewes. Any history student should get the understanding. The next time we meet is going to be a different person, but on the same channel. Please subscribe and like the page. I thank you all, but try and remember that stay safe. We are in difficult times. Try and observe the protocols, social distancing, wash your hands with soap, or wash your hands with alcohol-based sanitizer. Thank you.